Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Retro Game Finds here on Player One Start. Today, I actually bit the bullet and ordered more retro games from Gamestop. In the last video, I actually found some very encouraging results, so I decided to go ahead and order more retro games. I didn't get as many GameCube games this time, in fact I don't think I got any. I decided to focus more on earlier games and to go farther back and to see if I get any more that come in the box. So stick around through this video and I'll let you know the results of that. Let's start with some of my cartridges. This is a game I've been after for quite a while. This is Battletoads for Sega Genesis. I already had this for the Nintendo and Super Nintendo, however, I was missing the Genesis version. And of course it didn't come with a box, but I am happy to have even just a loose copy of it, because now I can get even further towards making a Battletoads retrospective video. And I didn't realize that this one has the old K to A rating before they did E for everyone, so that's kind of cool. Next is another game I've been looking for quite a while for the N64, and that is Mega Man 64. This game was actually released in other platforms as well, but this is one of the first, if not the first, full 3D, almost pseudo free roaming, because I think you go down like tunnels and corridors and stuff. I've actually never played it. I've heard it's not that good, but I've always wanted to try it out. The cartridge is in excellent shape. Again, didn't come with a box, but I wasn't expecting it to, because N64 games were notorious for getting their boxes thrown away. Next I got Mario Party 2. This was the only Mario Party missing out of my collection, so I think I have them all now. Again, in great shape. Label is in perfect condition. It's not peeling off. It's not really faded. Cowboy Mario there is greeting you, and man, that looks creepy. The closer you bring it into the screen, the creepier it gets. Right, next we're going to go with some Nintendo cartridge finds. Here is Stinger. This is one of the few Konami games I did not own on the NES. I'm trying to get all of them, but we'll see how far I can get with that. The box art looks intriguing, but I've never played it before, so I'm actually very much looking forward to trying out this game, rather. Contacts are clean. Back looks good. This is the 5-screw version. I don't know if there is a 3-screw version, but people have started keeping track of that, so maybe I should too. Next I got Donkey Kong Jr. I already had the Donkey Kong Classics collection, but I didn't have Junior by itself. So this is a purely, I needed to get this for my collection thing. Oops, there's something on the contact there. But yeah, the label is in excellent condition. It is the 5-screw version. I don't know if they made a 3-screw version of this game, because there is that one that has both Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong on it. I mentioned that I got Battletoads for the Super Nintendo, but what I didn't have was Battletoads and Double Dragon. Which I've heard is a completely different game from the Battletoads that's on the Super Nintendo. So I actually didn't know that when I purchased it, so I had to find this game. This game is hard to find in my area, and doesn't always show up on eBay, at least at a price that's affordable. So in this case, GameStop came through for me, because I've been looking for this game for quite a while, could never find it. Didn't come with a box, but then again, I don't have a lot of these in the box to begin with, so it doesn't really matter much to me. So this next part's going to be, I call it the stack of disappointment. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I got here. This is Clockwork Knight 2 for the Sega Saturn. Again, it didn't come with the box. It's hard to find these with the box. And again, the price was, listed as loose, so I guess I'm not too disappointed, but I wish I would have had the box for it, because I do have the box for the first Clockwork Knight. So here's my Clockwork Knight box, and it is in fantastic shape. I mean, the edges are nice. They're not starting to crack. They are intact. It came with a manual. I mean, that is just gorgeous. So it's a little disappointing I didn't get the box. Maybe someday I'll have to find it again with the box. But again, I don't find these too often with the case because these are definitely able to be damaged more. But anyway, this is one I already had. Alright, but that's it for the Sega Saturn games. There were actually more listed on there, but I already own all of them. Next I got Rayman 2 for PlayStation, The Great Escape. This is a game I had for the N64. In fact, I think my last purchase, actually, I got the N64 version of this, so it's kind of weird I got this the next time. I was expecting a PlayStation game to be in the case. And here is Tekken 3. I've been looking for this for a while, and it was cheap enough where I'm like, okay, I'll just grab it. It's not a rare game, but I guess when it is in stock, it sells very quickly. So that's why I haven't gotten this game yet. I actually got the PlayStation Classic just recently, so, unfortunately I just got this game twice, so if I would have waited I wouldn't have had to buy that again. Also, I got Tecmo Super Bowl for the PlayStation. I have never played this on PlayStation. I've only played this on the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Some other games that are hard to find here. Well, not necessarily hard to find, but just haven't found yet. Twisted Metal 3. Hercules. Medieval 2. And Vagrant Story. And just to let you know, there's only one more game that I got in this lot. Does it have the case? It does not. This is Sonic Adventure 2. This has been missing from my collection for quite some time. In fact, the main reason why that is because it's always been expensive. I've never found it in any clearance or any sale price in any way whatsoever. So when I decided to get this from Gamestop, it was at a price where I'm like, okay, this is everything I got in my last or my latest order from Retro Games from GameStop. Not one game came in the case. However, I will mention that none of these are damaged either. So I guess, I have to pick and choose what I want with GameStop. Do I feel like this lot was worth it? Well, because I am not a purist collector in the fact that I have to have the case and manual with every single game, I feel like this is okay. I feel like this is not a bad pickup. The one thing I am disappointed in is I thought for sure at least one of the PlayStation games would come in the jewel case. My main reasoning behind that is that the jewel cases, were kept with the PlayStation. They weren't thrown away as much. So maybe this is just the way GameStop is unloading these games. I'm not quite too sure. But overall, am I disappointed in it? No, this is what I expected. When I ordered them, I was hoping to get lucky. It's kind of like a gamble. It's almost as if every time I click that order button, I am pressing a lever on a slot machine, and I'm hoping for that jackpot. And even though I didn't find any of those this time, will it stop me from ordering again? Well, I'm a little less encouraged. That first order kind of hooked me in a little bit, like, oh, I can get some with the cases. Let's see which cases I get. And in this case, I got 0. But anyway, that about wraps up for this video. Remember, if you like what you see, please hit that like or subscribe button, share with a friend. Remember, you can reach out to me on my various social media. That said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned because I have more content coming. I'll see you guys next time. If you like this video and you'd like to help out with future projects on this channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Also, if you enjoy the content of this channel, please remember to click on this subscribe button. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.